Hey there, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve. Golly, cannot believe that it is New Year's Eve. It just seems like, the whole 6 months has just flown by. I hope that you guys are planning to have a lovely New Year's Eve. I took an online quiz this morning, and I use a Bing search engine, and it gives me Amazon points. So that's how, I buy things on Amazon. And one of the questions was, will you be staying in or going out for New Year's Eve? And 86% of the people who responded to the poll said they would be staying in. Yay! Staying in is the new going out. So I thought that was kind of a funny statistic for you guys. I have 9 flow pockets to go in the shop. I've been working on these the past few days, and I am ready to list them in the shop now. I really appreciate your support this year in 2018 for my Etsy store. Thank you guys so much. You help me do everything. I cannot say thank you enough. I really do appreciate y'all. I appreciate my patrons. I appreciate everybody who kind of steps in and gives me a positive word, a positive comment, a positive review at the Etsy store. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, let's get on with this pocket. Of course, you guys, now I have removed the bead strand from these pockets because it just makes them a whole lot easier to demonstrate to you guys, to kind of show you what's in each pocket. Of course, they do come with a wild and random bead strand on them. This first pocket says I love you, and it has just this super funky cool little jewel in it. This one is kind of has an Asian kind of feel to it, a little bit of Asian illustration here. This is a map of China and Indonesia, so that one says vacation. This one is kind of a throwback pocket. You've got a cassette border strip over here. This was a Sony radio that was released in 1957. So and there's a Hardy Boys text page right there as well. So, just kind of a nod to yesteryear as we enter a new year. This one, I don't think there's any wording in here. It does have like an up-close butterfly wing. Oh, wait a minute. There's a word right there. It says joy. This one says, I think it says together. It has an illustration of a girl in a dress, and this is a speech bubble right here, and I fussy cut a suitcase because we think she is going somewhere. This is an illustration from the Pre-Bowls art book, and it says, down here it says, so clever. This lady does not have on any drawers, so just to let you know, I love her. She is called Hobo, and I just really do like her. This is a little bit of mermaid ephemera for you. I think it says tell your story back here. This one says go live it. And I think that is important, especially for, planning, and planners are a big thing this time of year. And, do we plan it? Or do we live it? And I think it's a great person who can do both. But sometimes I think, we tend to overplan and then we forget to live. This pocket says collect moments, not things. This one says journal. This one says together. This one says world travel. This one says good times. I love the bling element in here. Of course, we got to have a sun. My favorite things, elephants, the sun, stars, bling, and feathers, just all in one pocket. Health is always a consideration this time of year if you are kind of launching a new health program for yourself or for your family. I intend to do that I have really just fallen off my yoga mat and I'm not happy about it. So tomorrow it's going to be, yeah, I'm getting back on the mat. I'll take a photo just to prove it. This pocket says Escape the Ordinary. This one is an ode to NASA. It's got the 3 NASA logos. Since NASA was founded, one of them fell down in here, and then there's a little illustration. It's a little mouse in a spacecraft up here. This one says Adventure is Everywhere, and it's got a little VW microbus with a heart on it. This again is an illustration from Prebles. Okay, so that is like number 1 of batch 1, and we'll call her I Love You. This is, this one says The Dinner Party. To me, this just looked like, you know, maybe a child's setting for a tea party or something like that. This one says Your Backyard. It's got one of my fussy cut butterflies in here. It's got some advertising. This is Butterfly brand string beans. There's lace in here. This one, I love this pocket. To me, with her, you know, she has just the funky hair, the beautiful tattoos, and there's an illustration. To me, she looked like an illustrator, and the words are Going Places. This one says Shower. This has a little mermaid sticker in it, and it says Fit for a Queen. This one has Stories as the word prompt in it. We see 2 super old-fashioned girls, a weather vane, some vintage text back here for you to play with. This says A Pedestal, and I was really drawn to this because I saw this kind of statuary at the Uffizi Museum when we were in Florence in April of this year. And, you know, everything was kind of on a pedestal. And I think pedestal is, you know, that's a word cue right there. Do we tend to put other people on a pedestal? Do we forget that we should honor ourselves and put ourselves on a pedestal? But remember, that pedestal can get awfully tall, right? So we have to kind of monitor that. This one says Luminous. This one says Studio, and it's got an elephant in here. I do love my elephants, and I try to put an elephant in each flow pocket. This says, this is a Japanese illustration and has some Japanese hearts right here. This one says Glamour. She just totally had the glamour thing going on. This one says Tell a Good Story. Now, it is one of the 1983 Country Living magazine listings, the real estate listings. I've got a listing that I want to read you guys. Now, just remember that this is from 1983. Just a wee bit of fun here. I'm going to cover up the price. A 40-room mansion, 4-par golf course, historic Victorian mansion, plus 5 other homes on 117 acres, overlooks the famed Mohawk River. Partly restored main home has 11 bedrooms, 6 baths, black walnut doors and woodwork, marble fireplaces, wine cellar, 50-foot pool, gazebo, old sulky track, 3 orchards, 9 springs, waterfalls, stone-lined ponds, potential for bed and breakfast inn, museum, health spa, rare find at, guess. Guess what it was, y'all? 1983. It's $225,000. 117 acres, an 11-bedroom Victorian mansion, and 4 other houses. Crazy. This one says Maverick. Maybe this is the Maverick that's going to buy that mansion. You never know. I love babies. One of my very favorite thing to do when I'm feeling sad or low or blue or whatever you want to call it is to listen to babies giggling. To me, that's just the funniest thing, to like babies laughing on YouTube. This one says Going Places. I'm not sure what this one says. It features a lady and another lady back here, a piece of napkin that has a butterfly and a flower on it and a super cool button. This one says Hallowed Memories. I know that there's a word in this one too, but I don't know. Sometimes when I'm putting these together, the words kind of get lost down in the pocket. So sorry, but there's a word in there somewhere. It's a surprise, my friends. This is a surprise. This pocket says Every Wall is a Door, Ralph Waldo Emerson. I like that. Every wall is a door. This says live life. This one says today. I love the bling and the fussy cut little butterfly here. Of course, you guys know that we have over 27 art trading cards to play with. We have a half dozen art trading coins, and we have 9 tags in each of these flow pockets. I love the color of absinthe, and I thought it looked really cool with this peacock paper in the back. This one says write your own story. This is an advertisement from Macintosh. It says the future explore. I love the way this black and white pocket turned out. This says this life belongs to. I love this one. It says and then. It has a little pensive lady right there. She's got a beautiful hat that she wears, a little lost button, and then what? You can write your own story. This one says, the good stuff is simple. And this is just a little bit of Japanese design here. I just thought that. And Japanese design is very, very simple, very beautiful. This says watchful art. And of course, this is Mr. Da Vinci. And we captioned him with the word time. He is absolutely timeless. This says roar, and it has a little mermaid in it. It has a whale back here. It's got some map imagery, so just a fun thing. This one says, sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off. This is a true story. Of course, this is Vincent van Gogh. My dream job. And I just read that, in 1879, Edison, his incandescent light bulb lit up a street. So I thought that was kind of cool to throw in there today. This is, again, an illustration from Prebles, and it says on actual events. This one says escape the ordinary. This is Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and this is an illustration from Alice in Wonderland. This pocket says lucky. And I think, yeah, we're done with that one. Okay, batch 1. Let's move on to, hey, you know what? I'm just going to do these 3 at a time. So we've got batch 1 right here, and that includes every wall is a door, the dinner party, and I love you. So that way we won't be so confused, A, when I'm listing them at Etsy, and B, when you're trying to look for them. So stay tuned for 2 more videos with 6 more flow pockets. Thank y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.